Well, good evening, YouTube. How's it going? Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you made it by. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a Forex trader, here to help you understand the market from an Elliott Wave perspective. I got a weird feeling my mic isn't on. Okay, we're working. We're good. All right. Well, we're going to jump into the markets today. On the screen, you're going to see two charts here, and it looks like the same chart, but believe it or not, they're two different charts. We're going to talk about what we're looking at. So, what's being said? Don't forget, it's not financial advice. Just my look at the market, see if we can find something interesting to talk about because Bitcoin is sideways. So, all right, let's jump in. All right. We're looking at actually right here. The chart on the left is actually the S&P 500, and the chart on the right is Bitcoin chart. And you can notice, guys, that they are correlating. It's no secret that they've been correlating here for the past little while. You can see that the COVID dump here correlating with the COVID dump here back in March. Excuse me. And then followed by a rally. The question is that rally done, or does it have more to go? So what we're going to do is we're going to see if I'm going to show you a count that I have here for the S&P 500 and show you basically what I'm looking at and say, is there any kind of correlation here with the Bitcoin, what we can expect in the future here. So let's take a peek here. All right, well, what I see here, and again, what we're doing, the idea here is because they're correlating, maybe understanding the S&P chart will help us to understand what's going on in the Bitcoin chart. And so we're in a sideways motion here. It's been going sideways forever. Is this going to break to the upside? Is this going to break to the downside? Is there anything in the S&P chart that'll give us that kind of understanding? All right. So what I see, first off, whenever we look at, I'm gonna just go to the S&P chart for now. Actually, yeah. Let me just go to the S&P chart for now. There we go. We'll pull Bitcoin up later in just a minute. Okay, when I want to count any particular wave, the first thing I do is I pull fibs. Okay, that's the very first thing an elliotician needs to do. Find the first wave and then pull your fibs. Okay, because the third wave generally comes to the 1.618, and that's usually where I'm looking to see the third wave. And so if I were just to give you a rough count right now very quickly, I would just call this wave 1, 2, okay, and 3. I don't think most ellioticians right now would disagree with that. I think some would say, hey, 3 could be up here, could be an extended third, but right now, this is right at the 1618. We're getting a bounce there. This is some kind of a third wave, whether it's the third wave of the third or it's the end of the third wave. Regardless, it looks like some kind of a third wave. So we're going to put 3 there. And we're going to put 4 here and then 5. Now, the question is 4 finished, or does 4 is 4 got more to come? Generally speaking, what we do when we're looking for a fourth wave, we're looking for it to come down to the 382 retrace between just of the third wave. So if I just put the retracement level on the third wave, I'm looking for it to come down and hit. Let me see if I can get it right here. There we go. I'm looking for it to come down and hit the 382. You'll notice that we have not hit the 382 yet. Generally, fourth waves come down to the 382. So that being said, it doesn't look like the fourth wave is finished. We're looking for a 3-wave move to be the fourth. So what we would now do is say, okay, we're going to look inside this wave count and say, okay, is there any kind of a 3-wave structure in this wave, or am I looking at 5 waves? The only way to see that really is to go down to the smaller time frame. So let's go down to the smaller time frame, and let's get that wave. Right here is that wave we were just looking at. We're going to zoom in really carefully here and say, okay, what do we see? Well, maybe I can see it right there, but you might need to see the 1-hour chart to really see those waves. Okay, we've got a gap there, but don't worry about the gap. The very first thing you want to do when you measure a wave, you want to find the top of the wave to the first wave and then put your fibs on it. Okay, very extended wave. This came down to the 3618. So this wave came all the way down to the 3618. This looks like an impulse wave to me. 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that's the way I'm looking. So that's a 5-wave impulse. That is not a 3-wave. So in a corrective wave like we're dealing with, this wave right here, it's a corrective wave. How do we know that? Because we're dealing with an impulse wave to the upside. Okay, this is a 1, 2, that's 3. This is 4. But 4 can't be 5 waves. It needs to be a 3 waves. Okay, so the only way you can get a 3-wave move starting with 5 waves is an ABC, which is like this: A, B, and a C. Okay, and that A wave is going to be delineated with 5 subwaves. This is Elliott Wave theory. So this is the way we would look at the market here. There we go. So we need to see 5 waves. So what I'm positing with you is that this is actually just an A wave. Okay, so I need to see then, basically, I would like to see that's A. So I need to see B as a 3-wave move, and then I need to see a 5-wave C. Okay, so get rid of that. There we go. So, do I see 3 waves here? Absolutely, I see 3 waves. So, again, we're going to check every wave here and see if it's finished. Okay, so we got a 3-wave move to the upside. Let's go to the 30-minute and look at that B wave carefully. Okay, first thing I want to do, what's the first thing you do when you want to measure a wave? You measure the first wave and the second wave. I expect the B wave to come to a 127 or a 1-to-1 extension. We've come down up to the 127 extension, which is perfect for the for a 3-wave move. We've hit the top here, so it's really to be honest with you, it's a nice looking 3-wave. We got an A wave, a B wave, and now we have a C wave. Expect 5 waves to be finished. It appears that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is a 1, 2, except the 2 comes higher than the 1. So that Elliott's would say, hey, that's not the way we should count that since this is a new high. Okay, so we might have to say that this is actually the 4th wave right here. I'll show it to you. It looks like an expanded or running flat. Okay, let me show you just the count of the C wave. So in other words, this B wave would be divided into 3 waves, which would be 3 waves, A, B, C. Okay, the C leg, oh, sorry, this C wave needs to be 5 waves. So I'm just showing you how we do it. We start from the macro, we work our way in, and we look at the subwaves to see if there's any validation there. I need to see 5 waves in C. So let's see if we can get 5 waves in here. First thing we do is pull our fibs. Okay, so we can start to get fibs all over the place. So we're just gonna take the fibs off. Do that. There we go. Okay, came up to the 2618. Good night, buddy. I love you, buddy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the 3rd wave came right here. All right, so so this is the way I would count this. 1, 2, 3. Now I need 4 to be done. I'm going to show you. I'm going to say that 4 is finished right here. Okay, and we're going up for 5. That's what I think we're doing. All right, now that 4th wave is kind of an odd shaped wave. Let me show you the shape here. We have a 3-wave move here. We got a 3-wave move there, and we got a 5-wave down. A 3-3-5 correction, that would be a flat. Okay, and so what we would do is we'd put the fibs from there to there to there, and you can see how we just wick through the 127 extension. So that's a nice expanded flat, looking correction. It's kind of odd shaped, it is, but there's your corrective connector. And basically this connects like that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that means the 5th wave needs to have 5 waves in it. So now we're going to zoom in even closer to the 10-minute chart and just look at the 5th wave. Say, is it finished? Does it have some more upside to go? Okay, so what's the first thing you do when you analyze a wave? We're going to find the first wave. Again, same thing over and over and over. Analyze the first wave. See where the 1618 comes. Right here. 3rd wave. Boom. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Now, is this 4 and finished? And we're going up for 5? Very likely. Or this has some more sideways chop to go. Before it goes up. But it looks like we're going to have one more hit to the high, guys. It's going to be like a stop hunt to the high, and then boom, I think we're going to go down. So that's what I'm looking for, guys. We're going to probably have a quick up move and then down. Okay, that's the way I'm seeing it, and that's going to finish. The B wave. Okay, back to our count here. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, so that's going to finish our 4th wave, or our B wave of the 4th. Okay, so let's get all these fibs off the screen and see what we got going on. I'm going to clear the drawings. So the 4th wave is right here. ABC is what we got a 5-wave down, a 3-wave up, and we're probably going to get a 5-wave down like that. Okay. All right. That's the way I'm looking at the wave, guys. That's the way I'm seeing it. Which means I think after this 4th, we're going to get another high. And we're going to make an all-time high here. most likely, and that's going to take us, that's going to take us a while. It's into August, September, you know, who knows how long this will take. We'll have to wait and see. So I would expect then, if I'm right, if my analysis is right, us to get down here to about to 2,900 again, maybe even to about 2,900 to 2,986, about 3,000 again, and get it retraced back to there. And once that fourth wave is finished, we'll have to go up for the fifth wave. Now, the fifth wave could be an extended wave. We could get a really big wave, or it could be just a standard, wave. But nevertheless, I think we're going to break this high over here one more time. All right. Now, what I try to do is say, okay, is there any other way to think outside the box here? So let's just finalize what I'm thinking here for S&P. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Get that out of the way here. I'll put it under my picture over here. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for. So that means in the imminent move, guys, we're looking for a little bit move up and then down. Okay. Now we may not get the move up in Bitcoin or not. I don't know if it's going to be perfectly correlated, but in general, looking for a move to the downside. Okay, which means that in Bitcoin, the imminent move is down first before up. So we're going to get a move to the downside and then up. And it's going to be a 5-wave impulse, guys. Most likely, we got a 5-wave to start, a 3-wave pullback, going to get a 5-wave down, 535. Now, this looks like a flat. It may not be. It could. The only problem is this first wave isn't 3 waves; it's 5 waves. So it's a little difficult to deal with. Elliott from Elliott, because we broke the high. I believe we broke it with this wave. So a little bit of a more like an expanded flat. So usually that's counted as a 3-3-5. Regardless, I think either way we're getting a 5-wave down. I believe. Okay. Now, to think outside the box, we could say, hey, somehow that's a 3-wave and it's finished. That's the 4th wave and it's done. And what we're getting here is actually an ending diagonal here for the 5th wave. Okay. So in other words, we're getting some kind of a diagonal wave for our 5th wave. So this is the way I would think outside the box. The only reason I don't like that, I mean, it could be okay, but I don't like that because we don't break the high here. But again, it might come up close to the high by the time it finishes. Could come up here, retap, and then come down. Then it could just come down correctively, and then make that high again. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure. So that's another way to think of it. But regardless, I think we've got an imminent move to the downside coming, I believe. Maybe 3's not finished yet. Going to get a 4th wave down and then a 5th wave. So we might get a little push down in Bitcoin. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. I don't like this count as much as the first one I shared with you, but I'm always trying to think, is there some other way to look at that? Those are the 2 ways I can see right now. Okay. The only other thing I can see is that if we go up, come down, this is just the beginning of a 3rd wave for the 5th wave. This is a 3-wave. It would be. I don't think this is a 3-wave, but let's just say I'm wrong about that. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Okay, so right now my bias is to the downside like that. Get a 3-wave move for our 4th wave. It should not break the level of 1, and then we're going up for the 5th wave. So there's S&P. Okay, there's S&P. So now let's look at the Bitcoin chart and see what we would see here. Yeah, let's go to Bitcoin. There we go. All right, so Bitcoin, same thing, guys, same thing. We're in a 4th wave. 1, 2. Okay, this is the top of 3. Now we need the 4th wave to finish, and then we'll go up for 5. The way I'm seeing this again is I got that. I got a 3-wave up, and now I need to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite that long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So we got a 1, 2, 1, 2 working. So I'm looking at a 5, then a 3, and then a 5 wave like that. Not your standard Elliott way to look at that. There's some breaking some rules there, but the market, I believe, does that on occasion. So I'm going to be talking about that in future videos. Is just understanding what we're seeing and why so many waves tend to break rules and why we got to do shenanigans. But sometimes the easiest way to look at it is, I mean, that wave that looks like a flat. Okay, this looks like a 5 wave down, and now we just need to see five finished waves to the downside. So I've got a 1, a 2. This is a 1. That's a 2. And I think any time we're going to get a move down to finish, 3, 4, 5 like that. Then up we go. That's the way I'm looking for it. I don't want to see it break this low. So I want to see it come down to maybe 7,800 or whatever. We'll have to wait and see. The other way to look at it is we got a WXY on our hands instead of a ABC. So if it's a WXY, yeah, that's tough. You might just say, the other way I looked at it before, by the way, was that we had some kind of a running flat right here. This is the 4th wave of 3 right there, and then we went up for 5, and this is A, B, and a C like that. So hard to delineate what this is really, but my inclination is that this is actually, yeah, I don't know. Hard to know, but I don't think it matters a whole lot because we can just look at this wave all by itself and get some ideas there. So let's just zoom in again, just looking at what I'm seeing, what I'm expecting. And I've always had trouble with this, but again, generally speaking, I tend to say, hey, we got a leading 5 wave here. We got a leading diagonal right there. It's kind of ugly. It's not great, but I mean, it's not horrible either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, and then there's a clear 3 wave right there, 1-to-1 extension, just shy of it really. Then we got a 5 wave move here, 3 wave pullback. We got a little 5 wave here, looking for a 3 wave pullback and then down. So I'm kind of expecting, guys, a little move to the upside here, and then maybe down. Now it could be part of this wave here, so where this does this like that and then down. So that would be a WXY, basically WX and then Y. So we're looking for it to come back up here to this range. Okay, back to the structure zone. That would be a 1, 2. So we'd have a 1, 2, and then a 1, 2, and then we'd have a big move to the downside. Or this is, come on. This is actually part of a system right there. Connector. That's a 1. There's 2, and then we're going to get 5 waves down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Something like that. So either way, guys, my personal bias, we might get a fake out to the upside like S&P might give us tomorrow, and then down we go. That's what I'm expecting, like Thursday, Friday, maybe Monday. I don't know. I don't know how long things take to play out, but that's what I'm thinking. Those are my thoughts for now. All right, I hope that's food for thought for you. I hope you enjoyed that video. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see what happens, okay? And I know some of you say, well, Jim, you're just drawing lines on the screen. One of these days, again, I'll just take some time. Of course, I do it in my trading night schools, but those of you who know Elliott and understand, I'm not just drawing lines. I'm actually applying theory quickly, and I know it looks like I'm drawing lines, but I'm just applying theory quickly to show you what could come without purposefully, going through every measurement and everything. But that's why I went through the S&P chart to show you what I was seeing, okay? All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to comment, guys. Leave likes and subscribe and hit the notification bell. All that helps the YouTube algorithm, and it helps me as well. Hope you all have a fantastic evening. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.